with the current environment. So we'll come to back to that shortly. But newly appointed World Trade Organization Director General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has said she doesn't want to see business as usual, as she will need to broker international trade talks in the face of US-China conflict, respond to pressure to reform trade rules, and counter protectionism heightened by the COVID-19 pandemic. 3 months after the Trump administration rejected her, former Nigerian finance minister received unanimous backing to become the first woman and the first African Director General of the WTO. Sierra Lee reports.
A double first for the World Trade Organization. Former Nigerian Finance Minister Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is set to become the first woman and first African Director General. A self-declared doer, Okonjo-Iweala will have her work cut out. And that's even with Donald Trump, who had threatened to pull the United States out of the organization, no longer in the White House. Okonjo-Iweala will need to broker international trade talks in the face of persistent US-China tension and also respond to pressure to reform trade rules, as well as counter protectionism heightened by the global health crisis.
It is about trade negotiations. I'm not a negotiator, but I don't think that's what the WTO needs right now. If it were just skills for trade negotiations only, all the problems would have been solved, because Geneva has no shortage of those skills, either within the Secretariat or among ambassadors. They've been there and the problems have not been solved. So I think those who are saying this need to look at what is the situation, what's the problem, and what does it need. What it needs is someone who has the capability to drive reforms, who knows trade, and who does not want to see business as usual. And that is me.
Okonjo-Iweala is a 25-year veteran of the World Bank, where she oversaw an $81 billion portfolio. Known for her strong belief in trade's ability to lift people out of poverty, her endorsement from the Biden administration cleared the last obstacle to her appointment. High on the to-do list will also be fisheries subsidies, the subject of the WTO's main talks that missed a deadline at the end of last year. Okonjo-Iweala becomes one of the few female heads of a major multilateral body. Critics say she lacks direct trade experience, but supporters point to a reputation for hard work and a track record leading reforms in Nigeria. She's expected to take her place at the WTO's Geneva headquarters within weeks.